think it's recording. So, I'm going to ask you about why you go to church. Why do you like to go to church?
Why I like to church. I feel you get reassurance from being in church and being with friends, yes, but most of all, connecting with Daddy God and Jesus. They're listening, even if I don't understand, pick up some people what they're saying. I can pick up what God's saying by Him signing. He signs on my hands, and it's deafblind ASL, American Sign Language.
And does He take your hands, or how does that work?
If ready for church service, He will then go like that to signal it ready for church, and then He starts signing the information and what the minister is ready to talk about. And sometimes He'll add His words on and make it easier for me to understand.
And how long have you been a Christian?
How long been? 14-year-old.
14.
Then age.
Yeah.
Age. Well, 14.
Yeah. And what is special for you about knowing God and knowing Jesus?
I like God and Jesus. Why? They make life a lot easier for me. Like outside day-to-day life, also as well as in the church.
Yeah.
Because I find it hard outside, because some people can be quite rude and tricky and nasty about your disabilities outside. Some people don't believe you're deaf, but I don't spend so much time with people like that. I behave like that. But when I spend most of my time with Daddy God and Jesus, it's because they come to my level and because He can sign on my hands, and I feel I can have a normal day-to-day conversation. If it wasn't for Daddy God and Jesus, I would probably stay in the house. I'd be a wee bit to come out, because I don't feel I fit properly like everybody else, especially having extra disabilities. Like having language disability, yeah, but having hearing and sight as well as cerebral palsy, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to look at my question now. What is for you the best bit of church?
I like the music. The music, yeah.
Yeah.
But I like hearing about God, because as I say, God comes down to my level and makes it easier to understand what's said in church. Sometimes shows me pictures, because I've got my eyes full of clothes when the church service is on. I'm not looking about the place. I am like in with God and makes pictures.
So you
of things.
Really experience God.
Experience God.
Yeah, because you see pictures.
Yeah.
And He signs for you.
That's right.
So you are having a relationship.
Yeah.
With
one-to-one.
Yeah.
My school teacher used to do that with me as well, with me on a one-to-one.
Yeah.
But with the class, it was too hard for me at another school.
Yeah.
In Dalkeith, which was here, it was too hard for me, but it's easier on the one-to-one.
Yeah. So, would you say that church and God is very important for you, or not?
Yeah, it's first in my life.
Right.
Why? And it was Church of Scotland.
Yeah.
It was first to accept me as a person,
Right.
because my mother and father never accepted me as a child. They used to, because I had disabilities.
Yeah.
And when I saw that somebody accepted me, had a laugh with me and fun with me, and as part of the Church of Scotland, I started to go from back, laugh back, and I stopped going to my parents. I didn't want to go back and see my mother and father. They never behaved like one. And then I went to Canada, and people there were great with me in the school and in the church there. Toronto. Were very good with me there. Some of the staff were deaf, blind, and some of the signers, they were really good. I had fun there.
Yeah. And is church fun?
Church is good fun. Yeah, I get a big experience out of church. And I join in with different things, like the church, my church, Holy Trinity Church. And I join in like Finnish church service, and sometimes at night I help with tea. Tea. Sometimes I help with that, it's good.
Yeah.
Then, like, Daddy God will see some caps of paper on the floor, and he'll bring me over to them and say, pick it up for me. He'll go, yeah. And I'll pick it up from him. And nobody got me to do that. It was Daddy God that helped me to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and, you know.
So you're joining in.
Yeah.
And you're being part of
church.
Part of church, yeah. And is it important to join in, do you think?
Yeah. Because the church is the body of Christ, and everybody's inclusive and not disclusive. Not inclusive. Inclusive, not inclusive.
Yeah.
Everybody playing their part, even people with learning disabilities. Anybody with disabilities, not just learning, but any disabilities. Dad God's the sort of person that likes people to be included, doing different things.
I agree.
That they can manage to do, yeah.
And when you're at home, but not at church, does
no.
God, Daddy God, and Jesus still speak to you and be with you?
Yeah, because in my houses, I'm with old people, and I find it hard to communicate with them. Because conversation, I just can't. I find it too hard.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just come so off them because they can speak quite rudely, because they're a lot older than me.
Yeah.
And I can't be bothered. That's and then I just go into another room and with Daddy God or Jesus. They take shots about being on with me each day.
What, Daddy God one day and Jesus the next?
Yeah.
That's good.
24 hours 7.
I'm going to stop the tape there.
Okay.